Government corruption has never been more prevalent or caused more harm. It's why extremism is on the rise. It's why the financial gap between the haves and have-nots has never been wider. And it's why our planet is at risk of an extinction level tragedy. That's why I need your help to keep exposing the truth about the rot on both sides of the aisle. Become a supporter or a friend of the show today by clicking on the coffee link in the description box below. Friends of the show join me on a Zoom hangout once a month, and you guys can ask me any questions you want, and I can get to know you better. But the most important reason to help is to keep the show alive. Together, we can and will save our country and our planet. Thanks in advance and enjoy the show. Everyone, welcome to the show. So the sex trafficking investigation into Congressman Matt Gaetz is said to be moving along quietly, and it's produced quite a few spin-off investigations. The fact that the Gaetz case has gone dark is something that I mentioned to you guys a while back. This was to be expected because as the Florida primary and the midterm elections grew closer, the Justice Department never wants to be seen or at least be accused of trying to influence an election. So that's a longstanding rule. I told you guys that it's probably not going to happen. Nothing will move. Nothing will happen until after the midterm election, not even just the primary, because as I noted last month, Gaetz's former wingman, Joel Greenberg, he had pushed his sentencing back again, and now it's going to be in December. So it's unlikely we're going to see any movement until that time or later. But according to 8 sources who spoke with the Daily Beast, it's still ongoing. And they said that all of the various investigations that have sprouted from the original case lead back to Joel Greenberg. He is the seed, so to speak. One defense attorney representing a witness in one of the cases, or maybe more, said that we shouldn't misinterpret the recent silence. This person said, in regard to the lead prosecutor handling local elements of this seeming crime ring, the defense attorney said, quote, "He's methodical. He doesn't let anything go. If you're going after a monster, you have to get it right, especially when you have a bunch of Trump supporters who'll come after you." Another attorney whose client has already been charged told the reporter, quote, "They only strike when the case is tightly built, unfortunately." Meaning, like, they know they've got a case. They know that they can sew this whole thing up. They know they've got you dead to rights. And that's when they go after you. That's when they're going to pull the ripcord. And then yet another attorney who's been advising some of Greenberg's victims told the news outlet, quote, "We know for a fact that there are dozens of other actors who were involved in drug-fueled sex parties with underage girls and other criminal financial schemes. If at the end of the day, only 2 or 3 people are held to account by the feds, that would be a real miscarriage of justice and transparency." And of the 8 people who spoke with the Daily Beast and have direct knowledge of what's going on with this investigation, none of them believe that the Gaetz probe is over. And some say that they, quote, "struck agreements for advance notice of charging decisions." So you've got to wonder why they did that. I mean, they must be in the line of fire and they want to know to protect themselves or something. In addition, 3 sources said that the prosecutors began focusing on a public corruption aspect of the case, which involves state officials. And this involves illegal influence over marijuana policy in the state of Florida. So that probably has to do with the doctor down there that they're all friends with. And they allegedly took this guy on a trip to the Bahamas. And, they took some lawmakers with them and they were trying to, allegedly ply them with companionship. Let's just put it that way. The sources say also that Gaetz is connected to that part of the investigation as well. So this is heating up. It's not dying down. They're just keeping really quiet about it. Like I said, probably because of the election. So don't expect anything until after the first of the year, I would say. But if I hear anything before then, guys, I will definitely let you know. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Take care, and I'll talk with you soon.